What's up, guys? I'm Caden with Crypto Now or Never, and welcome back to another update on Cocoro. If you enjoy this style of content, please do me a favor and hit that like and subscribe button. As always, none of this is financial advice. Let's get into it.
I have a dream, that's all I need. I'll make it happen with some work and belief. Know what I want.
Okay, so it's been around a week since I last covered Cocoro. You can see that it's currently sitting just above a $2 million market cap. And honestly, Cocoro is just getting beaten to the ground right now. It's just bleeding and bleeding and bleeding. And I know there are a lot of people who are very worried about this project. Believe me, I am getting tons of questions asking whether or not I'm still bullish on this project. And I'm going to tell you the exact same thing that I said in my last Cocoro video. The reality is that there are a lot of issues at hand. There's only so much that the team and community can do right now because of the Uniswap issue. Right now, the number one most important thing is that the community stays resilient, that they continue grinding every single day. Ultimately, that is all that can be done right now. Now, do understand I am recording this video on Thursday night, and you will not be seeing this video until Friday morning. So price action could change. I'm not even going to try and do any technical analysis at the moment. Again, the reality is that there is a lot of panic selling going on right now. And I know a lot of people are freaking out even more because if you look at the market looks very good right now. We see that Bitcoin's back over 120,000, Ethereum's back over 4,500. And again, you look at Cocoro and Cocoro is just bleeding right now. However, if you come over and you look at the Cocoro X account, they're still grinding every day, and that is what is very important. And I know that they're not posting on X every day, but you also have to understand that if they do anything wrong at the moment and they get their X account suspended, then that could make the matters even worse. It is definitely not in the project's best interest if another X account gets suspended. They've already had 3 X accounts that have gotten suspended. They had a Telegram that got hacked or deleted, and then obviously they've had the Uniswap issue. And the Uniswap issue is the worst out of all of them, also just because it's very unique. That's what a lot of people don't truly understand about this situation. What is happening to Cocoro right now is extremely rare. I want to make that very clear. There are so many scams and rug pulls and just terrible projects out there that do not have this current issue with Uniswap. However, Cocoro, a good quality project, is having this issue. Make sure you understand the magnitude of the situation. I would also like to show you guys the HTX community post. I know there are a lot of people who are worried because Manu recently got listed on HTX. However, if you look at their most recent post 1 hour ago, you can see that Cocoro is still in these posts. That tells me right now that there is still a lot of attention on this project. And ultimately, the reality of meme coins is that attention is always going to be king. That's one of the biggest reasons that I always preach community, because community is one of the best ways to build hype around a project. And right now, with what is happening to Cocoro, there is a lot of attention on this project. I know right now from a price standpoint, it doesn't feel good because Cocoro is getting hammered. But if some of these issues can get resolved, then that could make all the difference in the world for Cocoro. Believe me, I understand this drop does not feel good. And I'm not sitting here telling you that this project comes without risk. But I want to make sure you guys understand that this is still one of the strongest narratives in the meme coin space. We've seen Dogecoin run into the multi-billions. We saw Nero run over $1 billion. This is the third dog. There's absolutely a chance that this project could still explode. But honestly, I just wanted to give a quick update on Cocoro today. I'm not really going to go over a whole lot of technical analysis on Ethereum or Bitcoin at the moment just because a whole lot can change. Just to be brief with Bitcoin, we have had a textbook bounce off of the 21 weekly moving average. This is exactly what we were wanting to see. We'll have to see how this candle actually closes, but so far so good. And then if you look at Ethereum, we had a textbook bounce off of the range that we've been watching. You can see that right here. I've had this range drawn for a long time, 4,100 to 3,800. And you can see that we wicked down into here, closed above the range, and then have a bullish engulfing candle right now. Again, this is exactly what we've been wanting to see. But again, for Cocoro right now, the reality is that they are kind of at the mercy of Uniswap and some of these other third parties. There's not much that the team and community can do right now. The important part is that the Cocoro community stays resilient. But as always, if you guys are interested in Cocoro, market updates, and just getting into projects super early, then I always recommend you take a look at my Discord. As you guys know, we've been making huge gains this entire cycle. Some of these plays you could have turned $1,000 into over $200,000. So if this is the kind of community that you'd like to be a part of, you can find the link right here on my YouTube homepage. I'd love to have you guys in here with us. But that's about all. Let me know down in the comments whether or not you guys still believe in Cocoro. If you found this content enjoyable, please do me a favor and hit that like and subscribe button. Thank you guys for watching. Have a great rest of your day.